Hello and welcome back to Vets Play D&D with us, the Vets, who are playing D&D. I'm Brandon, your DM, and we have some of the crew tonight. And by popular demand, instead of blank names, it has been requested that I'm just on here a lot, so we get to awkwardly stare at me from all the angles. So I love that for you. All right, up in the top left corner, we have Jordan playing the Paladin Fate. Next to Jordan is normally Sam, the Barbarian Tashi, but that's me tonight. Down below Jordan, we have Emmy playing the Rogue Bard. Bard, it still says Rogue Bard. The
Rogue
Bard,
Bard.
Rhaler. Next to Emmy is Liv, who is actually me. Hi. We don't look very similar, I know. Playing the Warlock Petra. Then we have Hunter playing Druid Stony. Why do I always try to put it all in one word? Adam playing the Rogue Danzin, and then there's me again. So hi, I'm here a lot. I apologize. Before we do get started, though, in case you didn't catch it on the stream warning that we now get to fill out, I would like to let you know that viewer discretion is advised. This campaign includes settings and concepts about war, inequity, and conflict that may make some viewers uncomfortable. Additionally, it is being played by U.S. military veterans, and the content definitely reflects that. Finally, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this recording are solely the views and opinions of the individuals expressing them, and are not necessarily views or opinions shared by or reflective of those held by the University of Washington, Department of Veteran Affairs, or veterans as a whole. Whew. Yeah, there you go. Just for you, Alaska Care.
Just fine.
All right. So, when last we met, why are we looking at that map? Bro. That doesn't even make it. Oh, I know why. Never mind.
Wait, what God? I can see what God on the stream. Bring him back.
All right. When last we met, our intrepid party had very bravely infiltrated Parliament, very foolhardily attacked people in Parliament, split the party. Danzin is now hanging out with Pansi Nelosi. Petra is trying to distract the guards that are around her so that the party can make their grand escape. And Rhaler and Stony are currently in the catacombs just outside of town, attempting to complete a portion of the mission that was assigned to them, ostensibly to open or convert the anchor and open the portal, as instructed by Russian Agordakar. I believe we were just finishing with Rhaler over in the catacombs when we last left, having just convinced the spirits that were awakened to let you pass. What do you do?
I thought I would get like at least, I don't know, 10 minutes to...
Rhaler needs to think, which is fine.
Oh, it's Fate's turn.
Okay, cool. I was about to say, can we just maybe, before we go to Stony, just ask him to reiterate to not molest any of the ghosts, because I already asked their permission and they said no.
Indeed.
Thank you.
All right. Well, then we zip on back over to Parliament to see what Fate is up
Hunter's
to.
muted.
Sorry, that's a good title. Can we ask Stony
wasn't-
not to molest Ghost?
Wasn't worried about that in the first place. Didn't even cross my mind.
Molest can mean many things historically. It can include talking to, touching, interacting in any way.
Perturbing.
You will not
Perturbing.
molest my persons. Hold on, I can't tell if Brandon's music is making noises or if the chat is fucking banging.
I have no idea what he said, but okay. Yes, surprise, surprise, I do not sit in a rotating Great Hall. This is, in fact, my delightful green screen, and at the request of players, I did not turn it on the other two. I wonder what it would look like if I did. Let's see. Choose a virtual background. I don't have any of them loaded on this. Oh well, maybe next time we get some partial backgrounds. And we're waiting for Fate.
He said he's gonna go play with his kitty, so that could take a few minutes.
We'll come back to Fate. All right, it brings us to Petra, who continues to distract the guards with her her feminine charm and the charm spell that she is using, and luring them further into this room to help her look for her purse. Tashi, gosh, I'm playing everyone tonight. Tashi continues to be in this office. She is lifting the trap door so that people can go through. Danzin, chilling out up there with Pansi Nelosi.
Indeed. I'm Danzin's kind of like standing there next to the sorceress, right? That's like standing above him. What does she look like?
She is about 5'9", long auburn hair, kind of wavy. She has a nice tan, piercing dark brown eyes, like the color of mocha.
Oh shit, is this Rhaler's ex?
She looks to be in her mid to late 40s. Few laugh lines, couple wrinkles. Definitely that aged, experienced, wizened look in her eyes, but still got a lot of youth in her.
Wow, it's a lot of personality for a mountain. I would need a step stool to give you a handshake. How's everything going in the bodyguard business? You know,
I'm not bodyguard.
Sorry.
Oh, not a bodyguard?
No, I am personal assistant.
Oh, personal assistant. Okay. Assistant to
and
the
run
person.
and I run personal security detail, and not bodyguard.
Okay. You know, but you're the mountain, I'm the slow one. Go figure.
I am not mountain. I am woman.
Woman? Okay. Yeah. Yes, you are. Absolutely.
Duh.
That's a lot.
You talk a lot for little man.
Yes. If anybody asks, my name's Arthur.
Arthur.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a strong
Yeah,
name.
Strong name? Yeah, exactly. That's what I like. I like about it too.
Duh.
I'm here visiting my cousin. Her name's Gwen. Gwen Vandelay. Might have heard of her. She's over in the college district.
No,
No? Okay.
I do not know Gwen.
Yeah.
You'll have to
outside-
forgive Gertrude. She does not get out much.
It's okay. We'll hang out. We'll warm up.
Duh.
We're just breaking the ice right now, okay?
I'm sorry, but I
Um,
just imagine that at some point she's gonna be like, "Rah rah, Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine."
Can Danzin hear any activity still going on in the hallway?
Yes, you still hear the clatter, the shouting. You all hear it. But at this point, Pansi and Nelosi has made it very clear that you guys are just going to ride it out, pretend like you're not hearing it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well then, I've got my story. Gertrude here can fill him in.
Fill who in? I do not fill in.
Oh,
I get filled.
you're
I do not fill the holes. I make the holes.
okay. Well, you're gonna give him the lowdown. That's what. Yeah.
I am not short. How I give low down?
Okay.
You say things that do not make sense, little man.
I can't think of a third one. Yeah. No. You'll talk to them. We'll hang out.
Oh, don't worry. That's not my private chat. That's supposed to be for the rolls. And why did it shift? Weird. New overlay, folks. Thanks for bearing with me. Just so you know, I forgot to tell you guys before we started. The chat is now in the stream. So anything you
It's
type
your
into
turn.
the
It's
roll
chat.
20 chat can
Aw,
be seen by the viewers.
man, come
That way they can see your
on.
dice rolls.
Oh no way.
Fuck you guys.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to let you know that. Yeah. So it's meant to show
Long
dice
too.
rolls, but if you type something, it will show up on the stream.
Great.
Surprise!
I'll leave myself unmuted so you can just hear my toots now.
Thanks
Fuck
for
you
letting
guys.
me care. Danzo, do you have anything particular you wanted to do during your turn?
Yeah, sure. Pansy, the tension or whatever in that room over there sounds pretty sounds pretty intense. What's everybody debating today?
If you must know, your country. Among other things, there have been issues with your embassy cutting off communications. This came shortly after several of our watch posts on the south failed to check in, and we have been unable to receive reports from them. Speaking to King Leo of Tripoctor, our next door neighbor, he's having much the same issue with your nation. Now, that means many people in our parliament see it as an act of aggression and want to act aggressively and kind. Some of us are trying to maintain level heads. We know there's a better explanation. There has not been war on this continent for hundreds of years. Why would it start now?
Sounds like that's a pretty big all-encompassing debate.
Oh, you have no idea. Half of it is just people trying to push an agenda and get ahead. Half of it is, well, at least a quarter of it is just people who are sycophants, just listening to what others say and filling their echo chambers with like-minded thoughts. Maybe a quarter of the people in there actually think they're making a difference and are speaking from their hearts.
Are they trying to get infrastructure?
What was that?
Are they trying to get infrastructure, like maybe a bus route and public transit?
Hey, we're separating work and private life. No, I'm kidding. If they do need some public transit, though, I will make sure they reach out to you. Maybe a new electrical grid or something like that.
So what exactly have you heard from King Leo so far?
I'm not sure I feel comfortable mentioning that quite yet. You haven't even bought me dinner yet. She flashed you a smile that doesn't reach her eyes.
He's gonna reach into his pocket and flip a coin around his fingers and give her a nice little wink. And then he's gonna turn over to Gertrude and wink at her as well.
Is there something in I have rinse. Hold still.
Oh my god, she's gonna rain on me. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, that
That's
keeps
all.
on giving.
All right, we're gonna pop back real quick so that Fate can have his turn. Fate, what are you up to down there?
Well, let me tell you what I'm up to. I'm gonna move away, incurring an attack of opportunity. But as I move back, well, I'm gonna let him do his slash first. So let him do that.
All right. I'm not even gonna tell you that number. He did not come close to hitting you.
All right. So Fate kind of definitely switches out of the way there, and he says, "Want to see a magic trick?" And he moves 5, 10, 15, 20, and from there, actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25. So from here, that's only 10 feet. Fate will then cast a second level Misty Step, and he will then teleport 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right to here. And as soon as he teleports, he closes the door.
Click.
And can I lock the door?
You do notice that there is a lock.
So Fate just does a little clicks that in, sees the rest of his team, and 5, 10, 15, 20, uses the rest of his movement to get solidly into the room.
It is a sturdy door, but the lock looks more decorative than functional.
Well, here's fucking hoping they were surprised by the mist. And yeah, that's really all that I can do in that instance. Let's see if I have any bonus action shit that I can
All right.
throw out here.
Seeing as I am 2 of the 3 players in that room, I believe they were both entering the tunnel to GTFO, to what would you guys say, key lime pie?
I believe that was the term.
Are you also key liming the pie?
I would also key lime that pie.
Okay. So I'm sure you guys are going to very rapidly exfil on your next turn.
With the other soldiers there.
What's that?
You're not gonna make curds with the guards.
I don't even know what that means anymore. Alaska Care, I don't think any of us are against female dwarven battle masters. Anybody here against a female dwarven battle master? Yeah, no. I think we're all good with that. Only if they're bearded though. All right. Stony, we find ourselves with you in the tomb that was quiet moments ago, but now has these spirits roaming around, occasionally making small noises. The air temperature is very cold. I'm just filling in time till you're unmuted. There you go.
Stony comes to very confused, like he doesn't know what happened in the last hour or so.
Oh, and you're
apparently
currently
there's
a cat.
ghost. Oh, I'm a cat and there's ghost. I guess I'll just, ghosts and cats are practically friends, so I'm just gonna keep walking.
We made friends with the ghosts and are on a tenuous relationship to continue down towards the gateway.
Did they react positively or negatively to the cat?
You're actually the one that
Negatively,
disturbed
but-
the rest and woke
Yeah.
them. And so they were frustrated with you, but Rhaler talked them out of like being pissed. And so they just asked that the cat does not disturb things anymore.
Oh wait, just the cat not disturb
Well,
things?
both of you,
Oh,
but they
what?
specified the cat.
I'll try not to disturb things with the cat anymore. I'll try to remain tiptoe.
Okay. Oh, and they also did indicate that this was the general direction, or Rhaler was using the crystals kind of as divining rods and was able to find that this is possibly the direction that the convergence is.
I imagine I'm unhappy about this whole thing.
What's that?
I imagine I'm just generally unhappy about the situation I'm in right now.
I mean, Stoney's generally unhappy about every situation he's in, so that's
Yeah.
a pretty fair bet.
Okay. Am I being coerced to do all this, or am I doing this of my own free will?
I believe you were doing it
Hard
of
to
your own
tell.
free will.
Oh.
I mean,
Yes.
Rhaler did ask Stony to come to the catacombs with them.
Okay.
But that was the last thing that was asked that I remember.
Well, I asked if you
Well-
wanted to hold hands, and I asked, would you hold my hand in a flirtatious way? And you looked really, really upset and turned into an elephant. And that was the last thing that we.
Oh, I do remember that.
It's nice, but we're in the catacombs now. I'm just gonna, hang out with the ghosts, get to know them. I can't say any of that because I'm a cat.
You can still think it over the bracelet if you so choose.
I'm just gonna think that and just kind of sit down.
Very good. All right. And just for... Go ahead.
I did offer, because I had previously, whenever Hunter, what is your character? Stony. Whenever Stony was walking down the way, it was like a horse or something, because I rode on Stony's back. I offered for the cat to ride on Rhaler's back. And we got a title out of that.
Yes, I declined on your behalf.
Thank you.
All right, and we're gonna mix up the initiative just a little bit, just so things flow a little bit better. Emmy, Rhaler, what are you up to? Yes, for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, like, are we going back to the first turn, or are we going?
Just now. We're
Okay,
we're
perfect.
almost out of initiative. So
Perfect. Beautiful. Don't run away, Adam. We need you. So I'd like to start going towards the area where we're supposed to be headed towards. And it looks like we can get over here and look around for that door. I felt like there was a pathway over here, some sort of gate, so I will sprint around. 5, 10. Okay, that's a curve. Call that 25, 30. 30.
as you come in, you
Right.
see. I think I already described these to you. That they're basically very tall shelves with each shelf containing a body. Bodies are all in various states of desiccation and decay, but strangely, none of them smell bad. It's a gruesome sight, but it's not an odoriferous assault. Or one of the fun medical terms is not malodorous. That's one of my
It's a
favorite words
medical
in the
term?
world. I use it every chance I get.
It's a great term.
It is. It is. All right.
Well, I used my extra term to move, so I'm open.
Okay. Can I get a... What's your passive perception?
13.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Bouncing back over to the rest of y'all. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. Railer, not Railer, Fate. You guys jump into the tunnels. And I'm assuming you close the trapdoor behind you.
You assume correctly, Dungeon Master.
Fantastic. I'm good at this game. And do you guys start booking it toward the warehouse that you guys came in, or toward the center where a few of the barrels of powder are?
Well, Danzin had communicated to us that we need to get the fuck out, correct?
Yes.
There was
Danzin
no
and,
communication of blowing anything up.
Danzin and Petra both had said to key lime pie.
Okay, well, I feel like that's a good instance to not set an entire explosion. I know this might be counter to what you thought Fate would do.
Not at all. No,
Yeah,
there's not enough
I
barrels
see
there
where
to cause a ton of damage. But as you guys are running, you do hear the guards in the room above you, and clearly some of them know where the trap door is because you do hear it open up.
Son of a biscuit.
So I just need an athletics check from you. Ooh, Rupus got that nat 20. Oh yeah.
Solid 24 for me.
So we have a 24, we have a nat 20, we have a 21 for Tosh. You guys are all able just to book it out of there, well ahead of the guards. They don't even see you guys. Obviously, they have a pretty good idea of what direction you guys might be going, but you guys are able to make it clear into the warehouse district before the guards get anywhere close to you.
Lovely.
So it still takes several minutes, though. And during those several minutes, Danzin, Pansi Nelosi looks at you as the sounds die out, and the sound of guards' feet come pounding down the hall, banging on doors and checking on everybody. She looks at you quickly, in that wardrobe, indicating this one.
Sure, yeah.
This one here. And Gertrude opens the door for you.
Don't do it, Danzin. She's forcing you in the closet again. You just
Like filling you into the
Oh,
closet.
the map changed.
Forcing you into the closet.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I guess Danzin is cool with it, and he kind of like pops into the closet. He really like sucks in his gut, and he'll like hold his hands over it to like make sure the door shuts all the way. Hoping that he is strong enough so that way he doesn't let it go and have the door pop out.
Let it go. Let it go. A guard pops his head in. Prime Minister, are you okay? I'm quite all right, thank you. What's the ruckus? Did the Creedom Focus get out of control again? No, it's just those intruders. Intruders? Did Ronald Rump sneak somebody in again? No, I mean, well, yes and no, and it's under control, ma'am. See that it is. Thank you. And he leaves. Danzin, what is your passive perception?
Ooh, it's not stellar. It is 13.
That's enough. You hear Petra. You still hear Petra kind of sweet talking, but all of a sudden, a tone of anxiety creeps into her voice, and then apprehension, and then fear, as you hear the men that she was enthralling very quickly come to their senses. You! What did you do to us? Quick, gag her! She's a witch! You hear a muffled thump, some scraping, scream that becomes instantly quieted, and then and the sound of manacles being placed on somebody. A body.
Can I sneak
being
over to
dragged.
the door, like up before
Sure.
like the body's like like as I'm like hearing the initial like kind of turning, Danzon's gonna kind of like hop out of the closet and like go over to the door and like open it up a little bit and like kind of peek his head around and see if he can make eye contact with Petra without getting seen.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a deception check.
It's nice. Have this work. Did it work or a towel?
Uh-oh, who's this? It's you! Are you gonna come say hi?
Aria.
Oh! She has arrived. The only reason
Baby.
people watch us.
Oh my god, look at those beautiful little tiny curls.
Say hi.
Hi,
You say,
Hi, Aria.
love everyone.
you want to tell them what you did today?
What?
What did you do today?
I need to do this.
No, don't hold on to it. Just do it.
This
Did you
is
decide what you're gonna do for Halloween?
Elsa?
Yeah, you're gonna be Elsa for Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, and who's mommy gonna be?
Anna?
Uh-huh, and who's daddy gonna be?
Dan?
I'm gonna be Sven. I'm the reindeer.
There you go.
Yep.
Hi,
I don't get to be Kristoff. I don't get to be Olaf. I have to be the reindeer.
It was meant to be.
And what'd you eat for dinner?
Just on the phone.
Oh, our friends from Alaska say hi. Say hello, Alaska.
Hi, hello. What's your favorite?
All right, well, we gotta get back to it. Can you tell them when you love them and bye?
Goodbye.
Say love you.
Bye.
All right. Hugs. No, she
Brandon,
wants
it's
to be a
funny
star.
that you bring up Elsa, because... Oh, come on. Focus in on the...
DBB?
Come on.
DBB?
Who's that being? Oh my gosh, Willow has an Elsa dress. We have to put you in your Anna dress, and you guys can hang out.
Elsa
cool
got
is
her in a
that?
Pikachu dress at one point.
Elsa.
Okay, you can be Elsa too.
Come on.
Elsa?
Oh my goodness, look how cute she is. Is that your friend Willow?
She got in.
Yeah.
She
Where'd
got
she
into
go?
Lana's room.
All right, give me hugs.
Where'd she go?
I love you. Sleep good. Be good. Good night.
What's even better about
Alright.
this is we got 3 different angles of Arya as well.
Right?
See the true man.
Yeah, sorry,
of the
Pena.
child.
I obviously am on 3 times. Pena, it was funny. It's like, oh my gosh. I was like, why are there 3 different children that look exactly the same at different homes? The Shining Part 2. Yes, indeed. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sure that you are definitely able to sneak a peek through that door. Gertrude eyes you suspiciously, but Pansy kind of waves, understanding that this is someone that you know, and she just mouths, "Don't get caught." As you crack the door
Danzon's-
open. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Please
He's gonna go ahead and crack the door open.
go for it.
All right. Wait. Do I click on the door
Yeah.
or?
Yeah.
I'm on the I'm on a different map right now.
Oh, sorry. You are. That makes it hard for you to do your thing, huh? There you go.
Yeah. All right. So he's real quietly going to is it an inward opening door or an outward
Yes.
opening door?
Opens
Is it
in.
inward? Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna reach up to the handle and just turn it as quietly as possible, and then dark.
Okay. Can I get that stealth
There it
check?
is. Oh yeah. Got you.
You gave me deception before,
I'll
Yeah.
give you
and it was a
stealth.
crappy
Deception.
roll, so I don't want to.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, because I feel like this would be.
Oh, yeah.
probably
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
better.
That 25, yeah. Honestly, it's like that door is like a piece of just like fabric, just not even a noise as you slowly open it.
As he like opens the door super quietly and like it like obviously opens up without like a single noise, he's gonna turn back and look at Pansy and give her another wink, and then turn over to Gertrude and give her another wink, and then he's gonna proceed with the looking around the corner.
Gertrude looks at Pansy. What's wrong with his eye? And you see Petra being dragged away by these 4 guards, gagged, hands bound in front of her, both with manacles and then with a chain wrapped around her arms, keeping her held just like this, which you can see me on multiple different angles.
So a normal Thursday night for Petra.
I was about to say, did Becky specifically request that?
I feel like that's more a Railer thing, but
Ooh.
you know.
Yeah.
And Danzin in a past life.
He's got like a little bit of like stress like built up like right between his eyes or whatever as he's like looking around the corner trying not to like get caught, and then as soon as he sees her like in that kind of like very natural kind of repose, he kind of just the tension releases a little bit. He's like, she's gonna be okay. And then he goes back in and closes the door.
As they start pulling her past you, you guys do make eye contact just for the briefest of moments, and her eyes are filled with terror and resolve. And she just looks at you and goes, as they continue to drag her away.
As Dan's like, she'll be fine.
well he can like reach in and like up, he's gonna reach up to his ear and he's going to oh god,
a lot of coin.
I can prop this, hold on. So he's gonna reach up to his ear and he's gonna pull out like a little like thief's lockpick, and then he's gonna like slip it back up in his like hair and then just close the door.
So you didn't give it to
Yeah,
Petra.
you just showed her that you have one like a dick.
What I got? It's here now.
With a half-knowing smile.
It's like,
I'm the one who
here's
knows how to
you
use
what
it.
I got.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you had this?
Well, I hope she got the message. I hope she understands what I meant by that.
Well, none of us did, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was signaling to her that like I have a way of getting you out. Like I'll find you. You know, like I've got my thieves' tools on me right now.
Lie, you fool.
All right, and
No, he's just bragging like, oh, wish you had one of these.
you hear her being dragged away. After she makes eye contact with you, the fight stops, and she just allows herself to be dragged
Is she being dragged head first or feet first?
head first.
Okay. Just wanted to like the full image. Like,
Yeah.
of,
No,
like,
she
you
has
know.
a guard grasping each shoulder of her whatever she's wearing. Tunic, dress, robes. She wears robes. Each shoulder of her robes, and they're just dragging her along. So
Okay.
maybe it's methamphetamine. What are we talking about, Jordan?
What aren't we talking about, Brian?
Jordan, Adam, the whole chat is just talking about how gorgeous of a man you are. So
Oh my gosh.
I hope you feel
there's nothing
just
new
great
there.
about yourself. You make the rest of us look like Well, we're happy
Peasants.
for you.
Oh, like
I
we're
eat
on
half a pound of bacon a
methamphetamine. I
day.
get
I
it.
smoke an entire box of cigarettes. I've never done
Yeah.
a push-up in my life.
Yeah.
Two truths and
No,
a
then-
lie.
No, yeah.
Pardon me.
Hey, maybe he was just the really smart person. Okay? Not everyone has to be strong outside of boot camp.
Air Force didn't.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
mean, I've got an injured back that would say otherwise, but
Wait,
Yeah.
so if I was
Shockingly.
neither, what do I do?
Backflips.
Ooh, I did that. I do like those.
I used to do backflips for PT to show off, and then I got broken, and now I can't do that.
oh
It's
no.
okay. I could never do them anyways.
All right.
RIP backflips.
So Danzin, as you come back in, Pansy says, "Well, was it one of yours?"
Yeah.
She's a free range
Yeah.
chicken.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's that's our free range chicken right there. They're just putting her back in the coop. Real temporary like.
I don't understand your. I'm not now, nor have I ever been a farmer. I don't understand your humor, but I'm sure it's riotous. Now,
Okay.
while the guards are
Not
distracted, this is
quite
my time to get you out of here. Find your cohort. Meet me tonight in. She looks at the hourglass on her desk in 3 bells. I will be able to sneak away. There is a.
What
Go ahead.
I was gonna. I just have some questions afterwards. Like, but if there's more details, I want to listen to the details.
There is a location known as the T-Town Hut or T-Town Tavern. It's
Hmm.
it's
Never
a
heard of it.
it's an attraction of ill repute in T-Town, but it hides something more. Underneath it is actually a meeting house where, well, when some of us senators want to have private meetings with others, that's where we meet. Go there and ask for Betsy Rue.
Just Betsy Rue, you said?
Betsy Rue.
Betsy Rue? Betsy Rue it is. I do have one question, maybe two. Where's your guys' prison?
We don't have a prison. We typically.
Don't tell me you execute them all.
Oh, no, goodness, no. We have a very short-term temporary jail at the garrison, but anybody who is remanded or convicted is sent to one of the colonies.
And how long does it take for somebody who is trespassing in Parliament to get sent to the colonies?
Are they dangerous?
Let's say no. I mean, it's up to, it depends on how your guards feel about witches.
Oh. She would be taken. Well, they would be taken very rapidly, possibly immediately, to a holding facility for magical folk. We have nothing like that here in town.
Oh. So how do they get them out of town?
Oh,
Well,
God.
it depends. Either they're loaded on a cart or a boat and taken out. Typically, who put a heart on my map? You weirdos. Typically,
It was definitely Hunter.
That was like a long time ago.
either to the Farwatch Islands or up in the mountains. Those are our 2 major facilities where we hold criminals that have magic.
Hey, give me just like 1 second. Okay. Okay. And just off the top of your head, you just wouldn't happen to know where like the next shipment is going.
It's up to whoever is in charge of the garrison at the time, depending on the needs and the
Who's in charge of
vacancy.
the garrison? Who is in charge of the garrison?
That would be General McGruff. Scruff McGruff. He's hard on crime.
Oh man. Okay.
DMCA claim.
Yeah. What? And where does Mr. McGruff work day shift? And where's his house?
He's a general. He works whenever he wants to.
Dang. Is he a man who likes to work? Or
I hate
is he-
myself so much. All right. I'm sorry. What was your question?
the shift that Mr. Scruff McGruff works on. You said he works whenever he wants to work. What does he do when he doesn't want to work?
He runs the garrison. He's always doing something. He lives in the garrison. Why all these questions? Was your friend that was just being dragged by this dangerous but not dangerous magic wielder that stormed Parliament?
She's just misunderstood is all. She's got a past. And she just needs to be taken care of.
She wouldn't happen to have anything on her that would mark her as Sephralian, would she? Say, like that rank you're hiding under your collar?
Oh, yes. Well, hopefully she hit hers a little better than I hit mine. Yeah.
Well, I can assure you, unless you are able to find your cohort and track her right now, you won't be able to find her tonight. But I can find out where they're taking her, and at our meeting I can let you know.
Oh, actually, could you hold on 1 second? And then Danzin's gonna tap into his thought sending texting service on his wrist, and he's gonna check in to see who all can listen right now, who all can hear Danzin.
Sound off. Tashi sounds off. Rhupus sounds off. You don't hear from Petra.
Nothing from Petra. Interesting. Might have found her magical items. Is Fate or Stony or Rhaler in range?
They're all in range, but I don't know if they sound off.
Okay.
We do. I do very charismatically. Much
Oh, okay.
charisma.
Well, to the people, to those who can hear me, it seems that Petra's been caught. She's being taken away right now. It seems like they're going to transport her out of the city sometime soon, but although not immediately. We might need to take care of that, and then after that, I have a lead on something that might help us with some very powerful people, namely the scrambled eggs. I think it was. But yeah, and then he's gonna end communication. Over. Yeah, he'll say over because that's how you know that people are done talking on the radio. on the magical handcuff thing that's made. Looks like it was made by a
bracelet.
5-year-old.
It's a bracelet.
Bracelet. Yep.
She was 12.
She
Well,
was
maybe
14. Okay.
Okay, well, it's baby. She baby.
Well, the one I got is not one that was made by her.
Oh, you're right.
I got one of the replicas.
You got the knockoff.
I got one of the ones that was made, but even cheaper than hers.
The Gordikar
Well, you guys
special.
Yeah, the Gordikar special. How many arts and crafts do you think a man named Gordikar does in his life? I mean, have you seen it?
I will have you know he is a phenomenal quilter.
He quilts? Oh, okay. All right. But bracelets, how good?
He's not
It's,
great at bracelets.
Okay. Could have used a little bit of confetti or something. I don't know. Sparkle it up a little bit.
No. Gordikar likes to practice needlepoint and quilting to keep up his surgical skills.
Excuse me, surgical skills?
Why, yes. Thank you for asking. He's a very accomplished surgeon as well.
Oh, okay. That's fun. It's new lore.
So he does needlepoint, quilting, and surgery.
Well, to keep up his suturing skills, he
Okay.
became very acquainted with the use of needle and thread on humans when he was during his years leading different combat missions. Came back, and since he was at the college for so long, he had learned so much about anatomy and physiology. He started to apply that both in his magical studies and using his combat field experience. He's actually quite accomplished.
Oh, so he does the top surgery for the team. Got it.
Okay.
So,
God damn it, Emmy.
yeah,
I told you he was gay. He's a fucking ally.
It's okay. In that case, Fate can do the psychological evaluations.
Can you please confirm that Pansi Nelosi was the one who was saying all of that to Danzin, so that Danzin knows personally that he's a quilter and a surgeon?
There would be no reason for her to mention that. Yes.
No, I feel like
Unless
we can make this happen. Do it, Adam. Do it.
What were you doing? You grabbed the bracelet. How
Okay.
exactly were you interacting with it?
He's like holding it up and he's kind of like playing with it with his thumb or whatever, and then like after he sends the message of over, like right before he says it, he's like says out loud, he's like, over, that's what you would say, and then he like sends it mentally, and then like expecting questions that he might need to explain himself, like preempting that, he turns to Pansy, and then he gives his spiel about the quality of the bracelets and the one who made it. He's like, can you believe Gordikar made this? I'm wearing something that Gordikar made.
Gordikar made that?
Yeah, or Nantuk.
Whatever he calls himself now. It looks
Gordy.
honestly looks a little bit shoddy. I expect him to be much better with needle and thread given his surgical experience and how good he is at quilting. And then fills you in. It is now canon.
Thank you. It is now canon. Yes. Okay. This means that if we ever have to bribe Gordikar, I know a couple gifts that he might be interested in. Okay.
Needles?
Needles, yeah. But oh yeah, and also Danzin's gonna check in on the bracelet. Are you guys alive? I heard some screaming earlier, and not all of it sounded like Fate.
I'm okay. We're just kind of running for our lives here. And you hear Tashi's voice. I'm not even gonna try the southern accent today. Me and Dates, you're good.
From Fate, you just hear "Ree!"
Is that what Stony says? Because Stony's a cat.
Wait, is Tony in range?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're all within the mile.
Oh. Tony's like, yeah, I'm a cat. There's ghosts. So kidnapped, huh?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. She's straight up in shackles and everything. You know, got the full get up. Dragged away by strong, burly men.
Oh.
They looked kind of sweaty.
4 of them.
Really wish I could run away for more than 48 hours.
All right, but
Doesn't
you
sound
guys
like
are
she was
okay.
kidnapped. Sounds like she was happily trotted along.
Arrested. That's another word for it. Like,
I just imagine like her sitting in a chair, like getting beaten, and like she's spitting out teeth, saying, "No, Luth, I am Luth."
Jesus.
thank you for that. Oh my goodness.
My food's
Wait, Alaska Care? How are you cooling the desert? I thought you were in Alaska.
No, that's just their name.
All right. While Danzin is going through this rigmarole, checking on everybody and talking with Pansi Nelosi, and a good portion of the party is sprinting into town, you guys make it to the warehouses. Um, what do you guys do when you hit the warehouses? I'm gonna let Fate kind of take points, since I don't want to play every part of this.
Great success. So with the warehouses, is that like where the town area, the T-town area that we're in?
So you guys are coming out of
Warehouse district.
where all the warehouses are.
Man, what a shocker! Who would think that warehouses would be in the warehouse district?
I know, it's very creatively
Um,
named. They must have been biologists.
So
Or the
Petra was getting
warehouse
dragged
district?
away in Parliament, right?
Yes,
Or
but
the-
you don't know that. Well, I guess you do
Okay.
now that he told you. So yes, you
Okay.
do know that.
So I think what I would kind of push for the team to do is likely, is it
Split up
daytime
and
out here
go
right
after-
now?
No, it's still night. The cannon demonstration is still going on. There are a ton of guards still on the Parliament grounds, and you see just crowds and crowds of people all around the garrison and the docks.
Okay, is the market seeming like it has a lot of noise coming from it? Like, is it still active tonight?
The market seems very quiet. It's almost as like the majority of the people in town seem to be around the garrison and the docks right now for the demonstration.
Okay, so Fate's going to suggest that we all, instead of tucking our ranks in our kind of the little folds of our shirts and stuff, that we just take them off for now and put them in our pockets and then blend in with the crowd and pretend that we're really, really excited about a cannon demonstration.
Tashi's all about it. Rhupus, Rhupus has some other ideas. He says, well, I was gonna do this when we had everybody, but things are getting to be too much. I joined the army so that I could reach ordination and be able to sell to a grander market, the nobles. But now I see how different life can be. Here, people are equals. They're accepted. And there's lots of people to sell to. I don't know. I don't know if I can continue with all this bloodshed and violence. I just want to play with wood.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, Rhupus. After you already tried to murder an entire town from a ship, but, you do you.
I know this isn't the best time, but there's never going to be a good time. I hope you find Petra, but I can't do this anymore. I have to go.
Fate is going to reach over to Rhupus, kind of gently, and then he's going to rip Rhupus's ranks off of the...
I'm so scared.
You said rip Rhupus's. I thought you were going to say head.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, Rufus is a savvy businessman, so I think he would just quietly sneak off, and everyone would turn around and it's just not there anymore.
There'd be a wooden figurine just on the fucking ground with a note that says "Send 5 gold."
There was specific guidance that he was not supposed to just disappear.
Aww.
So,
Roople boople.
oh yeah, Elastic Hair thought you were gonna rip the legs off. Fate isn't French.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's for dessert later.
That's fair. I'm sorry. Rupus
And then
turns,
Fate's gonna
walks away into the
lean
crowd.
in real quick first before Rupus gets away to give a weird hug that's not really touching because toxic skin, and he's
Yeah.
gonna whisper in Rupus's ear, "If I ever see you again, pray to your own gods," and then just walk away.
Jesus Christ. He's not here right now.
That was Fate's way of telling someone that he really, really cares about them.
Oh yeah, 100%,
Devastating them.
definitely
Yeah.
what it is.
Tashi is staring, glaring daggers into Rupus. After all we've been through, this how you're gonna do it? This how you're gonna do it? That ain't all right. This dog won't hunt.
God damn it.
And
Fate's
Rhupus
just, are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Rhupus
That was spot on.
Rhupus slinks away into the crowd, back toward the Drake and the Maiden to try to gather whatever items they've left there. While that's going on, let's go back over to the catacombs.
Yes.
Rhaler, Stony, what are you guys doing?
Rayleigh's not perturbed. Rayleigh didn't know the toad. Rayleigh keeps moving.
Wait,
What's
did we
Stony
hear?
doing?
Did we hear this all
Rhaler
over the
did not.
interweb?
Rhaler did not put it over the web.
Rufus didn't put over the
Or
web.
yeah, pardon me. Rhupus did not do that over the mental thing. He only told Tashi and Fate.
And Tashi didn't be like, this son of a bitch, look at what he's doing. Just walking away. Look at this.
I think
Still
Tashi is still
complaining
just
over mental.
completely shocked and incredulous.
Damn it. Okay. Well, either way. I'm looking for the entryway that I saw in my mind towards the crypt catacomb area.
Are there any interesting ghosts?
Oh god.
Give me a perception check.
There's 3 really interesting ghosts so far. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jordan.
This time.
Have any of the ghosts been molested?
They're
That's a
fucking
good
about
question. You'd
be.
have to ask them.
I
Show
would
me.
not ask.
Show me on the ectoplasm where Rhaler touched you.
No.
Show me on the corpse
25.
where they touched you. You actually see one that looks quite morose. Just kind of where all the other ones seem to be very upright and very vigilant. One of them is just kind of drooping along, kind of head down, ghastly weapons just hanging by their side.
But hey, do you speak cat?
I don't speak cat, but I do speak, well, whatever you're thinking.
Well, I said this in cat.
I know. I can hear
Okay.
what you're thinking.
Oh,
It's
can all of them
exhausting.
do that?
No, they
Just
can't
you?
all.
so what am I thinking about?
Probably rocks.
Wow, you really can think of what I think.
I was gifted with it in life, and now
Oh,
I have to go through death, still hearing everybody's thoughts.
That's rough, bud.
You don't actually believe that.
I'm also cursed. I think we can. I'm thinking about it right now, so I'm just not going to bore you with saying it.
That sounds awful. Anything people
Yeah.
ask?
Yeah, it's. I don't know if you count because you're not really people.
Well, I won't
But it's
ask you
bad.
anything, but that's awful.
Do you want to try to see? I've never really tested it.
Okay. Can you stand over here? And she points to the square next to her.
Do I feel obligated?
You do.
Oh man, it works with ghosts too.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Did
rough.
he tell you to move?
In the
Yeah.
if I recall the background you gave me, you said anyone?
Anyone? I don't know if a ghost is a 1. Okay. So yeah, cursed. Same.
Oh,
Hope I'm not a ghost when I die.
well, there's not a curse that can't be broken.
Yeah, you're a cursed ghost. Like, obviously, you didn't break yours.
Mine wasn't a curse. It was an ability, a talent. It's like magic. I was born with
know.
it.
Was it a gift?
See, mine was also worded as a gift.
Your gift sucks.
Yeah.
A lot of the
And
other
you have
ghosts
to-
are kind of just looking at you two weird now. You weird, not her, because apparently that's the norm for her.
So you hear a lot of thoughts. Any thoughts about like someone's like, man, I really want to break a curse today?
No, not a lot of mortals through here lately.
Is there a way I can like bring you around town and you can just kind of like point me in the direction of someone?
Gosh, I would love that if I could only get out of here. Unfortunately, we all are blessed with the opportunity to guard the rest in perpetuity.
What if I bring something that you need to guard up, like, away, so you can guard it there?
No one's
It's
ever
like a
tried
rock.
that.
I know a lot about rocks. Is there a special rock? I got this backpack. It fits like
Hmm.
1,000 rocks. I tried it.
Well,
That's a flashback to like
Could
5 nights ago, and Stony just throwing rocks into a bag for like 3 hours until he can't lift it anymore.
How many will this fit?
Can you could try to take one of these urns, I guess, and then one of us would be obligated to track it down and bring it back.
Do you have like a urn that's like your urn, or is it just you all earn for urns?
We all yearn
Bravo.
for urns,
Bravo.
but I'm sure I could. I think I could.
Should I start picking them up and like if you get a feeling like, oh, I need to move left, then that's the right one.
Take my liege's urn. And she
Okay.
indicates this one here.
Made
was
of chaos.
My liege in
Okay.
life.
I'm gonna turn out of a cat so I don't knock it over.
Okay.
So Stony reverts to human Stony. He's like,
Be
surprise.
If you touch it, I can't stop the others.
Can you convince them?
I can try, but I can't promise anything.
Do you want to like run this plan by them? I can get all of them out if you really want. I can fit a lot of stuff in this bag.
I like this idea.
Let me
so much.
confer with them. So she gathers the other spirits around and they start talking. What's Rhaler up to?
Rhaler reaches back or like calls back. Stony, I can't find the door.
Oh, it's
And
okay. The ghost.
I
I'm
need
talking
your
to the
help.
ghost. Don't worry about it.
I need you.
Uh,
Please come help me.
Stony, when did you become my chaos demon, Hunter?
Me?
Yes, you.
Always.
back-
Fucking always. What do you
Excuse
want?
me.
Always.
Never mind. It
Yeah,
started with
what
Tim.
are you
Never
talking
mind.
about?
No, it started when I.
Started with
Trapped a demon.
angry.
No, it started before that even. I think. Wait, when was Chris before angry or after angry?
I think Chris was with angry.
No, Christmas was for J.P. Morgan.
Oh yes, for J.P. Morgan. I forgot about him.
He was
He
your
wasn't as
second.
chaotic.
So that's
He
where it
was
started.
very chaotic.
That's where it started.
He captured a demon.
He did.
A demon.
And now you're trying. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Rhaler, what are you doing now? You're.
I
trying
have to go. I have to go help Rayla. Like 1 second, ghost, curse and all. I gotta go help her. She figured it out. I think. Don't like it.
I think Rhaler's a him.
Him.
It's okay.
Sorry. You wear a lot of clothes and makeup. Stony's never seen a bard.
Rhaler smacks his ass and says, "Thank you."
Stony's never seen a bard. All bards look the same to me. All right. When you enter
Vaguely
that room up there, Rhaler, you see again that well-made, well-crafted stone floor and walls. Not very opulent, but decent. Not super well maintained. You see a worn track leading to the altar in the floor, but not much else. On the altar, you see 2 braziers, each with purple flame, and in the center, a small pedestal on top which lays a set of golden scales, very small but in perfect balance. Yeah.
Rhaler asked for Stony's help. Stony, I think I need glasses. What? Should I put my hand on this one on the left? I know we got to go left, but maybe it's like a driving situation where you go left on the boat, but it makes you go right. You know what I'm saying?
I've never driven a boat, Rayler.
Oh, sadness. Oh yeah, you weren't the one that rode the boat. Never mind. It
Can we
was-
just ask? I'm talking to the ghost right now. I'm sure they'll know how to get out of here.
Well, we're not trying to get out. We're trying to get in.
Oh, I'm sure they'll know how to get out of here into there.
Do you want to ask them?
Do they still look like they're still like convening in a ghostly manner?
They do.
Do they look angry.
Let's just wait for a second. Just don't worry about it.
Wait, don't worry about what.
Anything.
Really kind of. His eyebrows raise and he kind of like nods and goes, right on. Okay.
You want some mayonnaise?
Oh, what is mayonnaise? I'd love some.
About that time, your friendly ghost comes over, looking more dejected and downtrodden than before. Head slumped, like down below level of his shoulders. Her ghastly hair hanging in front of her face. They said if anyone disturbs the rest, they will be doomed to join the guard for all eternity.
Oh man, how many are there?
More than us.
How many are awakened, or how many are here?
In general, how many would like take offense to this whole deal?
Well, the advanced guard is what you see now. There's 12 of us.
Oof.
But there are
Are these
100
especially good at
148
fighting,
in
or-
reserve.
Ooh.
We were all the
Is there
best
a-
warriors or best servants of our lieges in life. We all
Do you
took
have a
oaths
limit?
of fealty,
What's
for all
like your
time.
so on and so forth. What's your like range on that? Like, is there like a leash?
Are you guys still talking mentally?
Well, he's speaking cat and she's speaking common.
No, I'm
back.
a
This is a
person
human
now.
now.
Oh, you're back to
I'm a
person
human
now?
Yeah, back to person. Is there like a leash on this whole guarding situation?
What do you mean precisely?
Like, how far out of this room can you go?
None of us have tried. No one's ever escaped with something.
Do you want to try leaving this room real quick?
Like leaving the tomb itself, or
Yeah, and then it's coming back and be like, oh, I only made it 5 feet.
that? Sure.
Cool.
And she moves over. Well, I guess it'd probably be this one. She moves over to the door here and reaches for the handle. Her hand passes right through the handle. That's odd. She pushes on the door, but it seems solid. I can't seem to open it or move through
Perfect.
it.
Do you know how we get out of it? Like, do you know how to get through it?
Not that door.
Other
Oh.
people typically just
We're-
open the door.
Other door.
Northeast.
Northeast door. Northwest door. Do you know how to?
This is the only way in or out.
Apparently not, according to my associate here.
I know not. That wing is warded against spirits. None of us have ever been able to be in there.
Ooh.
I've seen people go in and out. Usually it's brief, just to lay a merchant to rest or visit the altar, but there have been a few people who disappear in there for hours or days at a time.
Okay.
How do
So
we get to the
can
left
make it
of the
through,
altar?
and you might be able to make it through. Okay. So let's say, different question. If 3 rats appeared and knocked over 3 urns, do you think all the ghosts really focus on those rats?
Well, if it's just vermin, there would be nothing to focus on. They're just vermin, but if they were magical vermin, then they'd probably go after the person who cast or created the vermin.
Yeah,
Should
I don't
be very
know if they're
meaningfully.
magic.
Because he would just be talking to them.
I think
So
they're
he'd be
real.
asking them.
I think they're real. They just have a very short lifespan.
Are you trying to lie to the ghost about having
Does ghosts like holy
magical
water,
rats?
Rhaler?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy water. Like,
Can you make holy water? I can't.
Yeah, you just have to
Rhaler
boil the hell
kinda
out of it.
blushes. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna put the fear of hell back into it by boiling it.
So to wrap this up,
Okay.
you think we could take you? Everyone would attack
Yes.
us, and there's hundreds of you.
Yes.
Well, shy of
But-
200, but yes. What are you here for, though? You didn't come here to take my urn.
No, we didn't. It's just kind of an opportunity that presented itself.
Stony, what do you think we're here for?
That's a great question. You just kind of been asking me to go places. Like you took me to church, and we
Take me
peed
to
on-
church.
and then we peed on some things. I think.
No.
Um,
Okay.
I was an elephant. It was a long
Oh
time
yeah, I
ago.
know. Yeah, you did pee on.
So imagine just some mischief in general.
Oh, right now we're trying to open a portal to gain a boon so you can be rid of your curse.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need you, Ghost. I'm sorry. Wait, no, wait. I don't want to do this. I think I talked to Brandon about this. I don't want this boon. I'm against this boon.
What boon?
I do not like this boon. I talked to the boonee, and I was like, no, thank you.
Title.
The
Is that-
booner reached out to him and he declined the
Yeah.
booner.
You know,
I have
it's a boon.
I have spoken to this booner, and I do not, as the boonee, accept.
He declined to be
Yeah.
booned by the booner.
Yeah. Wait.
No booning.
Do I
Does
still
that
feel
mean
inclined
me?
to?
Am I the boon?
No,
Am I
you're not the
booner?
boon.
No,
Rhaler
no,
kinda,
he
pats himself
he
down.
was-
I'm sorry.
well, he was desecrating some altars and being forced to at least temporarily pray to somebody that you forced him to pray to. They reached out to him.
Do I feel compelled to keep moving along in this direction that Rhaler is?
It does
Wanting
smell
to
like
go.
a quick break time.
I mean, you would have felt compelled to answer Railer's call to help, but you don't feel compelled to follow through on the actual opening of the convergence.
Okay, I'm gonna speak in cat tongue right now, so Rayla doesn't hear this. Ghost, where's your urn?
God fucking damn it, Sony.
Indicates this one here. I'll put a little
Oh,
circle
that's
around
really
it.
close to the exit.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think there's a lever this way, Rayler. I think I saw one over by this ghost urn.
Railer touches the left side of the thing and weighs it down. The scale.
The scale becomes imbalanced.
I'm almost positive there's a lever over here.
He lifts his hand up again.
The scale goes back into balance.
Smacks it.
What's my
It
run speed?
falls over and falls
30.
off the little pedestal. All right, and it is 8:30. That's our normal break time. So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick, short break. We'll be back in 7 minutes. Yeah.
Huh?
What's that? Adam?
Huh?
10 minutes. We'll be back in 10 minutes. See you then. Be here or don't. Whatever. But hopefully you're here. Be back in 10 minutes. Right here on Let's Play D&D.
I go get some food.
Emmy, you might want to
Rasputin.
And we're back with the Vets that play D&D on Vets Play D&D. Sorry about that extra long break. We got into discussing the I don't know what would you even say?
Pros and
discussion
cons
was?
of curses.
Kind of. We got into like the philosophical minutia of what a curse is, the power sources of curses in the Forgotten Realms lore, and how one might break it, how long one would last, and if it could be mathematically computed. It got weird. Anyway, but we're back. Thanks for waiting, and if you didn't wait, I don't blame you. Now, lots of stuff going on. We're going to let the people in the crypt have a minute, and we're going to hop on over and see just how Danzin is doing.
As he's fucking drinking a beer and stuffing his mouth with food. I swear to God, you just planned this shit, Brandon.
Yep, that's my name, Danzin. Hello.
He's just next in the cycle.
You really shouldn't have given me Casper. It's named Casper now.
She'll take it. Her name is Cassie, so. But that's okay.
Bell attack. Okay.
Alright, Master Danzin, it is time for us to get you out of here. I believe we have a narrow window. Gertrude can distract any of the guards, and I can help you leave.
Yeah, by all means, lead the way.
That wardrobe you were just in, there's a hatch in the bottom. It leads to a tunnel.
More tunnels. This place is riddled with holes. Okay.
Well,
I'm in.
many of the senior senators need a way to, well, escape if there is danger, but also make it to meetings that are better left unnoticed.
I like the way you think. Maybe I should be maybe I should go into politics. I say as I live within an empire that is ruled over autocratically.
My mother used to tell me we can all be what we want to be one day, just not in this life.
Yeah, that's your mom sounds like a very smart lady.
Did you just say your mom smells like a smart lady?
Yeah. You know,
Cool,
you can really smell that nerd sweat on them.
That is strange. This tunnel will take you out in the temple, in the undercroft of the temple. It's a little smelly down there. I apologize, but it's what I have to work with. Remember,
Okay.
in 3 bells, Tea-Tut Hut, or Tea-Tut Tavern. Yeah, Tea-Tut Hut. Tea-Town Hut. Son of a bitch. Why do I do this to myself? Tea-Town Hut.
All right. To the tavern in 3 bells. Can do. All right. Danzin's going to pop open the cupboard or the cabinet. He's gonna fiddle around looking for like the release to open the thing. How does it open? Like, does he have to like pull like a tab or like press like a panel or?
As
What-
you're
how
looking,
does this
you
thing
see,
work?
you see there's a board that doesn't quite seem like it's sitting quite right. And as you're shifting around and pushing around, you put a little bit of pressure on the board, and the back of the wardrobe actually opens up to a ladder.
Oh, nice. I like the finish. It's even varnished in here.
It
And
is
then he
spared no expense.
spared no expense. I like it. And then he's gonna hike his feet up over into the hole. Is it just like a vertical
Yep.
chute?
The vertical shaft.
Okay. He's gonna hop in that shaft.
He hops right in that shaft. And Gertrude comes over and closes it above your head.
Okay. Ooh, now would be a really good time to have a light stone. Hmm.
Do you have?
Can't you see in the dark?
Maybe, I don't know. I hate dark vision. I think dark vision is silly.
I
I think
think
it's a
I think dark vision is so ubiquitous that it becomes not special anymore, not fun.
yeah. It's like I don't want to live in this like I don't know, kids version of like D&D where like, oh, the darkness doesn't exist anywhere. Like
I used to go through and like put in light sources and like make it very go big, so it's dark spots and shadows and lights and all this other stuff. And now like 90% of the players have dark vision, so I don't even bother anymore.
Some of us are afraid of the dark, you fox. Okay.
yeah, I like that fear. That's the difference.
Good for you. Go without dark vision then. Jesus Christ. It's your personal choice. And how
Can I
you
choose to have like, oh man, I should have written this into his backstory that like he doesn't have dark vision because he stared in the sun too much as a kid.
I mean, that can be a thing. But if you want me to start putting in light sources, I will definitely do that for you. And then take away your
Okay.
vision.
Only if you want to. Like, it doesn't
It's
have
a lot
to
of
be-
extra work for Brandon, honestly.
Depends on
Yeah,
how much
also-
homework I have.
I'm not seeing anything that says that halflings have dark vision. Do halflings?
Halflings don't. No.
Yeah, dark.
I thought you were a gnome.
No, he's a
I am
halfling.
not a gnome. I am a
Oh.
halfling. They don't get. Yeah, Brayden, you are absolutely 100% correct. I have verified it, even though I trust you.
Please always do.
Yeah. Okay. So he's down in there in the hatch, and like, is there much room around him? Like he's like feeling around with his hands.
It's about 4.5 feet wide, maybe 6 feet tall.
Like, 6 feet. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So, well, I mean, he wouldn't know how tall it is because he can't actually like tell how. He would have to like take a shoe off and throw it up, and then gauge up off the noise like a bat.
Do you
Um.
do you not have a light source?
I think he. Okay, hold on. I do have light source stuff. Let me get into the backpack. Okay, he's gonna pull out a candle, and he's gonna pull out. Okay, he actually has a hooded lantern. That's even better. And then he's got a tinder box, so he's gonna like feel around with his hands or whatever. Like he's done this before. He's quite proficient in doing things at nighttime, so that even if he can't like see what he's doing, he can at least get the little shirt and the flake, and then hit the steel, and then create a spark and get his hooded lantern going.
So hooded.
And then I guess he'll make his way over to the temple.
All right. While he's going along the stone passageway, Fate, what are you and Tashi up to?
Guess we're just blending in, waiting for the group to come back together, because Danzin seems to be the man with the plan. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep on pretending that we're really enthusiastically excited about cannon fire.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like
So I
you'd be
can
a
see
little
your
bit
death die.
enthusiastic.
Chief tested. This is just for you. Yeah. I figured you guys got bored of staring at me, so it's like ASMR for your eyes.
It is, but that's all we're doing. We're just kind of, fucking around, hanging out, waiting for Danzin to pop up out of a chute or a
All
shaft. I'm waiting to see Danzin essentially ejaculate from the shaft.
Okay.
I don't think that's what Danzin's doing.
You'll hear a lot more giggling before you see that happen.
There you go.
All right. While Danzin's traversing the tube, Rhaler, what are we doing?
Rayler's looking around for the door again, trying to see if he could see something.
Oh, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Thank you
Not
so much,
investigation. Sorry. Give me an investigation check.
Not a perception. It doesn't fucking matter. Great.
I'm trying to be sexy with the dice. I don't know how to be sexy.
Lick it.
I've been married for too long.
Lick it.
21. You do notice on the ground there are what look like drag marks, almost kind of from time, just kind of some faint scratches in the ground, headed this way, terminating here.
So it looks like this big thing got shoved to the left.
No, it looks like heavy things might have been dragged through here in the past, and the drag marks end at the wall in this location. Oh, no, that's bad. Stop. And that area. This altar, it looks like it's carved from the stone that was here. It is a solid piece going into the ground.
Oh, the altar is a solid piece of stone that was in the ground.
Yeah, it is solid. It ain't moving.
Okay. Because that was gonna be the next thing. Stony, come help me move this.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, okay. Stupid curse.
You were so
Does
close,
that count as
Tony.
a request?
No, that was a demand. There was no well.
Oh,
I
that was a
mean,
demand.
Yeah, that was a directive.
Say, okay, I'll come. Yeah.
Do you have to follow directives or only requests?
No, Stony
I
doesn't
feel
want
like
to
it's just
abandon
requests.
Rhaler with a bunch of ghosts, so he might
Aww.
make sure there's a way out. Where the hell are you? Oh,
You would know if you followed me at any point
no.
during all of this.
Stony do how Stony do, okay?
So annoying. Railer's not worried.
Yeah, looks like a thing.
Looks like a thing.
Over here's a door.
What do you mean to do?
Open it, please.
Why don't you open it?
So I'm having. That's a great question. Railer goes over and starts to try to manhandle the door open a little bit.
You don't see a door. You just saw the scratches in the ground.
The scratches and just assume that there's scratches going into a wall and it doesn't move.
Oh, you did roll a 21. I guess you can kind of see the faint outline where stones line up where it could potentially be a door.
Okay, I'm calling it the door, even if it's not a door. 'Cause
Sure.
Otherwise, I'll call it a gateway. Everything's a gateway. I try shoving up against it and manhandling it to see if it'll open, just to kind of
Yeah, give me
illustrate my
a
point.
athletics check.
Oh. Okay, I'm wasting all my rolls tonight on stupid shit, I guess.
It
My
feels like a
bad.
very solid wall.
Are these buttons?
No, so that was there were a couple of braziers.
Well, I didn't touch the braziers.
Two
I
braziers,
just
one
touched
on
the
each
scale.
side, glowing purple. And then there was a pedestal with a small golden scale balance on it. The balance is now laying on its side because someone just decided to knock it over.
That's a stumper.
It would be a stump, but I don't think it grew out of the ground. I think it was carved out of the ground. So,
Hmm.
all right, you're into rocks. I'm into trees. Fuck off, I guess.
That's not what I do with my nipples, Jordan.
No. What do you do with your nipples?
Don't you fucking lie to me, boy.
Side note: I
Remind
started
me to
reading
tell you a
book.
story about tappy nipples one day.
Yeah.
I'll ask you about it tomorrow when I'm filling out your time
There
card.
we go.
So I'm gonna fiddle with the scales and press some buttons. Press some braziers. I'm gonna touch the braziers.
Ooh, are they hot?
Surprisingly, you don't feel any heat coming off them. They're just two brass bowls with purple flame, cold purple flame.
Weird. Can I pick them up?
The braziers themselves are attached very securely to the little pedestals that they're on.
Is there any sort of like Allen wrench laying around that would get it done?
No.
Rayler notices that you're paying attention to the braziers and goes, "Oh, good idea. Anytime there's an issue, just blow on it." And he tries to blow out the left brazier.
It flickers but stays bright. You do notice when you blow on it, though, there are small purple stones inside the base of the brazier that seem to be aflame.
Oh, cool.
Stony, I see purple stones at the base.
Yeah, I
of
was gonna grab one.
Can you?
I'll
do
I'll
it!
put-
Do it! Do it!
I'll put the scale back up right. Actually, I'm gonna like Can Ghost hear me? Ghost, can you read thoughts through walls?
Yes.
Hey, are these stones gonna make everyone attack us?
Wood stones.
There's a bunch of purple stones and some flame right here.
None of us have ever been in that wing. I don't know.
Perfect. Sure. I'll put some stones on some scales. Let's go 2 on the left and 1 on the right.
That's incredibly sad.
It tips to the left.
Okay, I'll take all the stones out.
Okay.
Just out of every stone's out of the flame now. Is it still flaming?
So, no, there are no longer flames in the brazier. There are flames in your hand.
Oh, this is cool. We'll put them all on the scale and make the scales even.
When you do that, and the scales balance, you hear a rumble of stone, and a crack appears in the wall here.
Awesome. I'm gonna go check out these ghost things real quick. There's something really cool that I think's for a trap up ahead. I'll be right back.
Wait, ghost things. Come.
Yeah. There's a lever.
Pull the
Come on,
lever!
come on,
Wrong lever!
I'll be right back. I can't hear you anymore.
Why have we not thought of stuffing your ears with wax?
Stony does that right now. He has like cotton. He has like cotton in his pants or something.
I love that so much.
Does Rhaler notice anything before we?
As you walk in,
Right.
you see a room that looks like it has been hewn from the stone around it. It does not look like it was crafted like everything else. Rough stone walls coming up into an arch. Very rough stone floor carved out. Not very level. Only smooth in a couple of places where you see a very old and tattered, almost decrepit looking chest. You see a bedroll that looks like it is also not seen love in a long time. But you see a stool or chair here that looks newer. And the torches in this room are lit. On the ground ahead of you are carved in. There's very intricate etching that's been filled with some kind of paint, maybe. As you enter this room, you can feel a buzz of vibration in the air. Your hair stands up on end. You feel like the sound of the universe is humming through you, but you can't hear it. It's very surreal.
Um. Oh, that's
So-
cute. Is yeah. I really don't want to do this without Stony. I don't want to.
So Ghost, are you the spirits like just attached to the item, or you actually see me take it, or is it just like a alarm that goes off?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
So if I mess with this urn of yours and put it in my
Uh-huh.
backpack, do the ghosts have to see me do it, or is it just kind of like an alarm that goes off?
When the rest is disturbed, we all know.
Okay. How fast are you?
I mean,
Are you the same speed as all the other ghosts?
well,
You guys have a race?
we're pretty fast, but I don't know how fast it is compared to a living being. It's been far too long.
Okay. And you said you can't make it out the room if you go the other way.
I've never been able to leave. I've been able
Okay.
to go to the north, to the wing to our north, and to the eastern wing, but that's it.
Is this what wing's this? On the left, right, Brandon?
Cardinal is north, so up is north right now.
Okay. How far east can you go?
I mean, I've been to the edge of that room.
So just like, like yonder about 60 feet?
Somewhere in that range.
Okay, and you haven't made it further than that? Ever?
No.
Okay, You want to go help me find a curse breaker with your mental powers? Maybe we can like free you.
That'd be really good, actually. I'd be very pleased with that.
Awesome. So I'm gonna grab this and run. Is that a good idea?
And then a wicked grin goes across his face. Do you still have those rats?
Yeah. I got 3 of them. I can have 3 of them.
She comes over and whispers conspiratorial, suggesting that you release the rats and have them start attacking one of the statues in the Hall of Warriors, specifically the
great
largest statue.
That's a great idea, and you know what? Rats love mayonnaise. They'll do anything for it. So had a vermin. Please give me something squirming 3 times, and 3 rats pop out. I'll grab a big glob of mayonnaise out of the jar. But you know what? You guys have a taste. The rest is yours as soon as you go down this hall to the left and start nibbling on a statue.
I usually like mine a little tangier, but I'll take it. What are we doing?
Go down this hall, go left, and chew on some statues.
You hear? Chew on statues. I like statues. And mayonnaise. Is there mayonnaise on the statues?
No, you gotta come back for the mayo.
How long do we have to chew on the statues?
At least 15 seconds.
I don't know how long that is, but let's go!
Just, yeah.
And they all 3 take off.
Opposites of time!
And,
Quantification methods.
Hey, Rhaler, don't come back in this room. The ghosts are really angry. I gotta go, bye. And he's gonna take off his bracelet off his ankle.
do you
Grab
keep the bracelet on your person?
I have it in a bag.
Okay.
I keep it with me. It's just not active. And I grab this pot
All
and
of
I
a sudden,
run.
spirits start rushing into the other room. Stop them from defiling the statue. Get to the statue.
Why are they all Arnold? I'm gonna run out the way I came as fast as I can, so 60 feet per 6
All right.
seconds.
As you start running out, the urn comes with you, but all of the contents, the ashes inside, get sucked out at the threshold and fall to the ground. Not
shit.
a
Do you need
mote
the-
of the ash coming through the threshold.
Ghost, do you need the ash?
I am the ash.
Oh, so it doesn't work without the ash, does it?
No, I get pulled.
Okay.
And she tries to pass through and can't.
Can I try grabbing a handful? Does anything happen when I grab a handful?
Good. Grab a handful.
I grab a handful.
Great. And as you try to pull it through, your hand is stuck. Kind of like a raccoon in a raccoon trap.
Ooh. That's rough. Can I try to get out of this ash?
What's that?
Can I try to get out of this ash?
You mean like let go of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let go. Yeah, when you let
Okay.
go, it falls to the ground and your hand is able to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ghost. I really wanted this to work, but now I gotta run for my life.
Yeah,
Technically, they're all stuck on the gateway. You could just watch Rhaler fight
probably.
from across the door.
Yeah. Rhaler, I'm coming back!
The ghosts start to make their way back in. You have disturbed the rest. You will.
No, I didn't!
This is definitely a shortcoming. We cannot get through.
Oh no.
They'll have to come back eventually.
Says you.
For what?
And the ghosts start to just swirl. It's like the
Hey,
ghostly equivalent of pacing. They just start swirling in this almost storm right outside that passageway, to the point where you can't even differentiate different ghosts except for your friend sitting morosely in the center of them.
Hey, Casper, try to calm down, maybe?
I'll do what I can.
Thanks. I really tried to help. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you.
There's some stronger things than me going on here. It's like, whoa, look at this. I don't like this.
Wait, how did you get back inside?
Wasn't the door open?
Yeah, there was fucking ghosts like the whole.
He ran
There's
back in
tornado.
before the ghost came through. The ghost tornado happened behind him. The ghost tornado
Okay,
chased
great.
him until they couldn't move forward anymore.
Yeah, it's like, so, something happened. The ghosts are pissed.
Rhaler kind of seems like perturbed. Just is like, yeah, you did something,
No,
and then ran away.
I thought I saw something cool on the ground. It wasn't. It was just a regular old rock. I also met a friendly ghost. We had some good conversation. So, you're bringing something back that's probably best left alone.
Oh, well, right now I'm not bringing anything back. I am looking at these markings on the floor. Yeah,
I'm just. Is this a chest or a table, Brandon?
It's a bed.
So what you're standing in front of is a decrepit old bedroll. This
Is
one
this a-
was a chest, but it's falling apart and clearly holds. I mean, it doesn't. You can't see anything inside of it. Obviously, it's still got walls, but it's falling apart.
Isn't there anything in it?
When you open it and look inside, you see an old tattered journal.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna take in some light reading. You stare at that.
So do I even have any of those before?
Hopefully, it's like a ghost deactivation instructions. Like,
Press
have you
2
tried
to
turning it on and
deactivate.
off again?
Press 9 to delete.
Control Alt Delete to.
Oh, good. I do still have those. So I'm looking back for the lore that I wrote in the last campaign, because I have his actual journals somewhere. But I don't know if I have that one on file here. Wow, I type a lot of things. Oh well.
Brandon, was that ghost thing ever gonna work?
No,
Okay.
no,
Didn't
absolutely
seem
not.
like it.
Absolutely not. But it was a good thought. Honestly, for a moment, I thought maybe, and then I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? No. No.
You can't stop.
It's a magic hand. It's Mage Hand! Jordan's being attacked by Mage Hand.
As you were reading, and Rhaler is looking around, let's go and see how Danzin, who has just entered the temple, is doing. Danzin, you reach the temple.
Okay, sorry, I had an idea about how to make a hand grenade in this game.
The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
That it could. I don't know about holy. It'll certainly make some people holy though. Okay, so he's like he's pointing the hooded lantern down the tunnel so that way the light just like is in front of him. And like, what does he come across? Like, what's the end of the tunnel like look like? Is it a door or is it just go straight in? Or?
So the tunnel actually begins to narrow down until it's about 3 feet tall. Hi!
I'm gonna head out, but
Hi.
you heard Adam's voice and wanted to say hi.
My phone.
Hi, Courtney.
Hey.
Really quick, Jordan, before you go, when you meet up with Danzin, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow whatever Danzin tells me to do, especially if he ejaculates out of the shaft.
He's about to eject
that
from the
was
shaft,
you.
so that'll be a start.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Excellent.
Let her know Alaska
Made
says
my wife
hello.
uncomfortable. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Son of a biscuit. All right, we're gonna go on another really quick brief break. He went ahead and killed the chat, the Zoom. So we'll be right back, right here on Vets Play D&D. And we're back with Let's Play D&D with us, the vets who are playing D&D, minus Jordan, who thought it was really awesome to accidentally, I'm sure it was accidentally, close the Zoom for everybody. But it's better now. Filling the place of Jordan will be Emmy's nose. Okay, maybe
I
not.
can't mute it.
There we go. Look, you
It
can
won't
see
let
two
me mute
Emmys
it.
now. How awesome is that?
I
All
can
right.
hear two Emmys too. My God.
All right, Danzin, the passageway narrows down until it is about 3 feet tall by 3.5 to 4 feet wide. Actually, yeah, it's about 3 by 3, and there is a skeleton laying before a stone door to the outside.
That's not promising.
Well, so as soon as Danson like sees the door in the distance, he's gonna start giggling, just hee, and he's gonna like start skipping up to the door. So anybody who's on the other side just hears like the sound of like skipping and giggling. So I don't know. Can anybody else hear that on the other side? I guess I wouldn't know, but
Like, is that us? Is
We're
that
not
what you're
there.
asking?
No, there may or may not be people in the Undercroft that hear you.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm gonna get up to the skeleton or whatever. Does the skeleton have any like defining like marks about it?
Roll investigation.
Okay. I mean, just from I'm gonna roll the investigation, but like, is the body oriented in any kind of like special way that I can tell?
So
Is it like sitting up against the door or something?
no, it's laying there, almost as if someone had put a body in there and it had desiccated. Even with an 8, you can tell that these aren't bones; they're plaster mold.
Oh,
They're fake.
fake bones in the passageway.
It's not,
Oh.
like I said, it narrows down to be maybe 2.5 or 3 feet tall and about 3 feet wide. And there is
Yeah.
you can kind of see a little bit of light coming around the edges of what looks to be a stone door.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Almost
Wonder if
as if
somebody
it's
needed
like a grave in an undercroft in a temple.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. Okay.
Just from the other side.
Yeah, so in that case, Danzin understands exactly what's going on here. He puts his hands against the far wall and he just starts pushing it. It's quite clear that this is yeah, it's an imitation grave.
Yeah, and it opens
Gotcha.
very readily. And
Oh.
very quietly. Like the heavy metal hinges holding this stone door seem to be very well lubricated.
Ooh, well lubricated. Okay.
As you
Danzin's gonna have
Ready for use. Lubricated, my God.
a
as the door opens, you see an expansive stone crypt. It's beautiful. It's very well made. Dark stone columns holding up these arched. Those rooms that look kind of like. I have no. Okay, so you know how like King's Hawaiian rolls have all those like domes.
King's wine room.
King's Hawaiian
Yeah.
rolls.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you took the negative space on top of that and made it a ceiling, does that make sense at all?
Oh.
Yeah, kind of like
with
that.
all those arches like crisscrossing through.
Bingo. Yeah. It's very
Yeah.
intricate, very beautiful, all along the walls, all the way around this 50 by 50 room. You see just floor to ceiling, 15 feet high of these doors, and there's 5 of them on it in columns all the way around the room, with looks like 3 passages, one to your left, one to your right, and one directly ahead of you. You don't see any people in there.
Interesting. Do I hear anything?
You don't. It's silent as the grave.
Interesting. Danzin's gonna reach forward and he's just gonna snap his fingers just to like listen to the noise and see like how it travels.
Sounds like this.
Okay.
No,
Does it echo at all?
It echoes very mildly. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. he's gonna very gingerly crawl. Actually, how high up is this door? Is it ground level or is it like one of the
It's-
higher up ones?
It's the second from the ground.
Second from the oh man, I'm gonna have to jump my whole body length down to the ground. I could break an ankle. Somebody get OSHA on this, or D&D OSHA.
Dosha?
D&D OSHA. Yeah, Dosha on it. Doja Cat appears. Okay. Danzin's gonna hop down very quietly. He's gonna very slowly close the door behind him. And I guess he'll just looking around. There's like each direction looks pretty much the same.
As you move forward, you see the passageways to the left and to the left and to the right. And in other rooms, very similar to the one you're in, the one directly ahead of you is a longer passageway that ends in a stairwell.
Interesting. Okay. Go into the stairwell.
As you begin to climb the stairwell, the air gets a little bit fresher, a little bit less stale. Not that where you were is nasty at all, but it's very stale air. And you start seeing signs of life, little bits of detritus or scrap here and there, and eventually you find yourself in the temple proper, where there are different revelers, acolytes, and pilgrims coming from all around the land to pray at these altars.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna report over the band then. Incoming, what do you say? Like coming in. Wow, how do the old like radio operators say like come in so and so, come in so and so, right? It's like come in Stony, come in Rhaler.
Sure. Break.
Yeah. break. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey guys, I'm in the. I'm just coming out of the temple.
Stony,
where
your
are you guys
bracelet's
at?
off.
I put it back on as I walk back to the room.
Okay.
Sorry, Stony puts his bracelet back on.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. Are you guys alive? In the 5 minutes that it took me to, it probably took me more than 5 minutes.
I'd say
In the
about
10 minutes it took me to
10 to 12. So
10 or 12. Okay.
Yeah,
Stony
nothing
almost
notable
got us killed
happened
by
even.
ghosts.
That's
Fate
a lot
says,
of...
I want to kill.
Okay.
Tosh is like,
Well,
when y'all are
some
done
ghosts.
mucking around up there, we'd love to get the show on the road. Yeah, you said you wanted to talk about something, but we're just out here watching things blow up.
Yeah, I think we're bringing a dead god back to life or something. I don't know.
Oh, that seems rather important.
I think it's bad, if you ask me. But Rayla's all about it.
Railer?
No, what we're doing is getting rid of Stony. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but
No, we're not doing
Stony
that.
was cursed.
I don't want to get rid of Stony.
And no, Stony was cursed, and my God said that if his God talks to my God, that maybe
There's no God
Stony's curse can
involved.
go away.
Have your people call my people.
His mom said.
Yeah.
My mom said if his mom talks to my mom, then he won't.
It was a very ominous promise.
It wasn't. Well, I didn't.
You wouldn't
hear it.
know.
You were not there for that
You were not
conversation.
in
That's
that
exactly
dream.
it.
You would not know.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, it didn't sound ominous. It sounded fabulous.
Danzin Rayla's full of shit.
Oh,
Really got a different message.
I don't.
Fate
Thank you
chimes
for
in.
the-
What are we doing?
We're following orders.
Okay.
I thought
do
we were
need to-
kidnapping people. We haven't even kidnapped anybody, and now we're trying to see if maybe we can
You
rescue
didn't
someone that
kidnap
did get
anybody?
kidnapped. And you split off, and now you're trying to open a portal.
Wait, you guys did not successfully kidnap someone? It sounds like you did, though. You said there was someone kidnapped.
Petra.
No!
That's what
that is
Danzin
not
said.
How this was supposed to go.
That's less of a kidnap, more of an arrest, if we're being honest.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Cool your flip flops right there. Okay. What happened is Petra.
There's
is,
nothing floppy
not-
about me, says Fate.
Oh, that's absolutely right. Okay, so the good news to begin with, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that Pansi Nelosi seems on board with us. Isn't that good news, guys? I kind of spoke for
You're
everybody
friends
as a
with the
group.
Yeah,
politician
we
now?
kind of had bad news and bad news. I kind of had bad news and bad news.
Hey, what's
All
the
right,
other
you want to
bad
do
news?
your bad news first? Or you want me to do
Yeah,
mine?
first is we're kind of trapped in a crypt, and there's literally hundreds of ghosts outside the door that kind of want to kill us. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
Railer. Good news, I think I can take them. Bad news, um, Railer might be trying to resurrect a god that I don't know. Listen, I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
Aren't we
Rhaler
supposed to
just
be
looks fucking
stopping
defeated across the
convergence
hallway.
I don't-
points?
I don't trust the gods. That's what the conversion points are doing. They're bringing back this person. She called herself. I guess she's not a person. She's a god. She didn't even give me her name. Very rude of her. But it was a weird voice in my head. I don't like weird voices in my head. Bad things tend to happen. So I'm not gonna stop it. I'm just not supporting it. What was the sticky note for there, Brandon?
I was just talking to the chat without talking to the chat.
Oh.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, so okay, so that seems like something that I could probably come help out with. It seems
Yeah,
like you
this-
guys might be in danger, and Railer might be a danger to us. And I would like to remind
Rhaler
you
just looks
again, Railer,
even more
that we
defeated.
agreed to a group. We had a group agreement not to destroy any more towns or villages or masses of people in large magical events. So you might want to slow down in there.
Yeah, let's not. When we don't open the portal and we see if the ghosts calm down. They can't do this forever, right? And I have enough mayonnaise and water to live down here for years.
No mayonnaise and water. Okay. Stony's gonna turn into a marshmallow.
Has everything
Yeah.
I need to survive.
Mayonnaise to
How does
marshmallow?
that? What?
He's gonna gain so much weight. He's
Oh,
just-
that makes sense. Okay.
Gonna look like a marshmallow. He's not actually gonna be. I got
I
excited.
thought you were insinuating the ingredients to make a marshmallow included mayonnaise somehow.
Oh.
If we get real desperate, I probably can turn into like a cow, and we can probably just cut slabs of beef off me. It won't be nice. It's gonna be very traumatizing.
Oh,
But I think I hold some rocks. They turn into the cow with me. So hopefully we cut the rocks off, not my foot.
How did this
You're
become
gonna cut your rocks off. Tashi's gonna pipe in and say, or we could listen to what Danzin figured out, try and save Petra, and maybe come try and save you, but you all got yourselves in some dumb situation on your own, so I don't know if that's highest priority.
Yeah, I'll take the credit for that one. That one was 100% me. There was this nice ghost. She was also cursed, so kind of had some common ground here.
I appreciate the confidence, Tashi. I do have something that you guys can do while maybe I can go help those two get out of their situation. We need to figure out what the prison transportation situation is like. I think that Petra is being taken to the garrison, possibly for temporary holding. But then what Pansi told me was that they don't keep magic users in the city. They have like places elsewhere, like in the Farwatch Islands and in the mountains and stuff. So we got to figure out which way she's going.
It's probably on a ship, so you probably should just cut every sail of every ship that you see.
God, that's a lot of ships. That's a lot of sails.
Or maybe the ones that are only belong to the prison.
Well, don't that
People.
just churn
Oh.
my butter? We were supposed to kidnap someone, now we're trying to rescue her from being arrested. You want me to cut every daggum sail on the docks where everyone is at watching the cannon demonstration?
Well, the great news, each one you cut increases the chances that the next one you cut is the right one to cut.
This is true. This is true. It still doesn't reduce the amount of sails we have to cut. if we cut them half.
If
of those
only
sails in
somebody
harbor-
knew where she'd be taken and could tell you in, say, 3 hours.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I don't know what you guys can do, Tashi, Fate, Rhupus. but
Rufus is gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
You hear a
yeah,
faint,
Y'all don't
you're
know
a faint-
that though.
yeah,
you're
I
a faint
know.
ribbit in the distance saying, "Keep my name out of your mouth."
None of you. Rupus just hasn't chimed in. You haven't heard anything from Rupus, but none of you know that Rupus walked away.
Okay, well, then there's another problem with another missing member. Depending on after if we do a roll call after this.
Oh, Alaska Care, we
Yes.
spiraled out of control like 3 months ago. This campaign's gone off the rails. It's fine. It's good. This is fine. Everything's fine. Carry on.
Okay, Stony, Rupus. Let me come help you guys. We have about 3 hours to get you out of there, and then we need to meet up. Sorry, let me back this up a little bit. So Pansi Nelosi is on our side. She told me to meet one of her friends in T-Town in 3 bells. 3 bells.
3 bowels. 3 good
3
poops.
bells. Yeah, 3
And 3 bowel movements. It's a little variable, but you know.
Well,
It's an intermediate measurement of time. It's about 3 hours.
you move a lot.
Or 6 if you eat a lot of cheese.
Oh, jeez.
Not for me.
A
Or
bigger
me.
bowel.
I'm gonna poop every 2 minutes. Tooting the whole time.
Oh man.
Is Rhaler noticing that they are in front of the convergence, or is this like a door to something else?
So over in the actual catacombs, let me get back over where you are.
Because it doesn't sound like we are.
The closer you get to the center of that, the more your hair stands on end.
I want to touch it with my toe.
Nothing happens.
It doesn't get tingly? I don't get tingly
No,
toes?
but you do
make my toe
feel
curling?
the crystal that you keep in your shirt warming up.
It looks like Stoney's busy bickering and talking. With-
And reading. Give him
And
credit.
reading.
Reading.
and tying back up his foot with his talking bracelet. Just multitasking as a motherfucker over there. Really starts rubbing his chest with the stone. And Philidesi Monteres.
Why are we so weird?
Oh.
I am so sorry.
Guys.
Anybody who is still here, I am sorry that we're killing your brain cells.
So he's bringing back the he's doing the thing.
So, Stony,
Um,
are you still reading that journal, Stony?
Yeah, 100%.
It's tattered and a lot of it is missing, but the gist of what you're getting is it's the journal of a man named Natuk, who set
Ooh.
out to learn more about how this world connects with others and how power can be obtained from those connections. And it details his first encounter discovering one of these convergences. They'd been locations that people had been able to go to perform certain rituals or do certain magical experiments, and he was trying to figure out why. And on his 6th day of meditating at one of the convergences, a voice came to him, her voice, and she promised him freedom, the beauty of honest, true freedom.
Sounds fishy to Stony.
And with every convergence he found, her voice grew stronger, and he fell madly in love. He forsook all else but the journey to bring true freedom to this world. And the last entry, talks about how he has an idea where he might be able to get the energy to make it a reality, to open the door for her to enter in. But he needs the star.
Does the name Natuk sound familiar to anybody?
Rhaler perks up. Oh yeah. Keeps going on with the incantation.
Danzin, Natuk, familiar?
I think I just heard that name from the mouth of the senator. She said that used to be Gordikar's name.
Ooh. Ooh.
Emmy,
Hey,
the crystal in your
Rhaler,
hand gets really hot and starts to go from just glowing to pulsing.
Rhaler, can we hold up? Can you step like out of the circle for a little bit for a second? You know.
And you remember
Rhaler
that
getting-
all that Tashi had to do was put it in the center. Put it in the divot.
Pause.
That's all you have to do, Emmy. Rhaler, that's all you have to do. Put
hey,
down the crystal.
Hey, Danzin, she's about to bring back something bad. Should I stop her?
Yeah, you probably should.
Rhaler said,
Okay,
"Oh, okay,"
pause.
and drops.
Pause.
Drops
Pause.
Did you-
and steps out.
As the crystal strikes the ground,
Can I do something?
I mean, not from
Can I
there.
cast Entangle?
Strangle.
Or
Do you
and try to
is,
catch the stone?
is it as a is it a reaction? Does it? What's
It's
its
an action.
casting time?
It's an action.
Is it less than like 2 seconds? 'Cause I would
Give me an
assume
Arcana
that takes
check.
A fall.
That's not gonna be great. It's a +0.
Like,
not great.
Hit a nat. Okay.
By the time you think to do that, the stone has already hit the ground.
Oh, fumble fingers.
And as soon as it hits the ground, this cloud of dust erupts in this circle, just poof, this dome of just dust flying in every direction. And the two of you, as soon as it hits you, everything stops for just that moment. And you see just right where that crystal had hit a little jagged line of purple light rising up about 6 feet. And everything just freezes, except for that light that's just undulating in this very thin strand, no larger than some yarn. And the voice comes to you. It's almost the exact same thing that happened. And the voice comes to you, that voice that's both haunting and beautiful, terrifying and comforting. You've done well. I knew I could rely on you, Rhaler. And you, my rock friend.
I'm not affiliated with you.
You have brought a little bit of what's mine back to me. And for that, you have my gratitude.
I don't want it.
And my blessing. If
I
you
asked
should
for
take-
nothing.
Not you. If you don't want it, I don't force anything upon you. But you, Rhaler. And you feel a caress, almost an invisible hand across your face, cupping your chin for just a moment. And all of a sudden you feel stronger, smarter, almost as if you just leveled up. If we could quantify such things. Take this, a little bit of my gratitude, and know that my luck shall run with you.
I have a question. How many more of these are there?
That was it.
You will learn. And the voice
Oh, man.
fades until we meet
Wait,
again.
wait, I'll pay the price. Can you get rid of his curse?
I will not force my
Don't
ruin upon
Touch
another.
me, devil woman.
I would not do that. You should know better, Rhaler. I believe in letting things run their course. We'll meet again.
Guy. Hey, Fate, you'd like to kill, right?
No one responds.
Ah, shit.
And in that moment, that breath, that dome comes collapsing back in upon itself. The very air is sucked out of your lungs, pulled forward. Everything in the room moves just a few inches toward that spot, and a glowing portal appears in the center. The sound rushes back in, the light comes back into the world, and out from that portal steps a familiar face. Hello.
Why is there a cat?
Dana?
Familiar face?
Familiar face. Very
To
briefly
me?
familiar. I don't know. Actually, it wouldn't be familiar to you, Rhaler, because you met her and then died.
When did I meet a cat?
During the escape from Daunton.
Oh. Oh. Oh? Was that when the reporter was with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
she
black cat.
No.
No.
This-
Oh.
She was the newscaster that we have. with us.
I thought the character was a black cat. It's like,
No.
oh. I thought you died. Or just disappeared.
Did an
No.
image just show on screen or no?
Yes, but you wouldn't have seen it.
Okay.
Raven Mist steps out and looks at you. Rhaler, I was under the impression you weren't going to complete the mission.
Rhaler gets really red in the face and just kind of sputters. And so why ever would you say that?
Oh, well, Gordakar said his contact let him know that you guys weren't going to complete the mission. The rest of my team is on their way to do it. But it looks like you
Man,
already did it.
Stoney's real bummed.
We did half of it.
You have yet to assault Parliament? That's okay. The rest of the forces are right behind me. They're ready to lay siege to the city.
Oh, wonderful. Do you guys have the talking bands that we have?
What
on?
talking bands?
Okay,
Fabulous.
cool.
Rhaler starts
I'm
to go into radiant form. Hey, Stony, everybody prepare for combat. We're not killing these babies. They're gonna buy our wares.
What?
Are you against killing or for, my guy?
I'm kind of against everything you just did. So I'm gonna go hang out with the ghost. You guys can.
It's
talk
a
this out.
tabaxi,
Great.
Alaskan care. It's a tabaxi. So,
Um,
but I guess all non-humanoids look the same to these people, so.
Danzin, you there?
Hello, this is Danzin.
Is this coming in?
Yes.
All
Can you
right,
hear me?
Stone is just ignoring them and walking out of the room. Like, yeah, this.
We were
You guys
talking
have-
mentally on the
Yeah,
bands.
I know. You guys have fun. So Danzin, yeah, Rhaler brought back a god that probably should have been left alone. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
God, here, this is-
Natok is Godakar. He fell in love with this god. And
Uh-huh.
something happened. I don't know. She got banned. They asked me if I wanted anything. I said no because last time it didn't work out too well. Then the cat
Uh-huh.
lady. You didn't meet the cat lady, but there's a cat lady we worked with once. She kind of just left.
Okay.
I don't know where she went. But now she's back, and she sounds real ominous. Like she wants to blow up Parliament, and there's like, more people who are coming to siege.
We didn't blow up her village, did we?
No.
No. She
Oh,
helped
Rhaler,
blow
don't go
up
anywhere
the
yet,
thing.
Rhaler.
Relationship.
Don't go anywhere
I'm
yet,
just
Rhaler.
letting it work.
Oh, no.
So,
Don't you bother going anywhere yet, Rhaler, because more and more people are just coming through.
Yeah,
this
I see
portal.
that. We
But
got 20 of them, guys.
but Raven's still talking to you. Don't just walk. That's so rude.
Okay, so the situation over there is sounding like it's getting out of control.
I
yeah.
don't think if it's getting out of control. I think they're about to murder this entire. Just murk them.
Well, good news.
okay.
There's a bunch of pissed off ghosts between them, so
I
that
don't
will
think
slow
the
them
ghosts
down.
are gonna disagree with what these
'Cause
guys want to do.
After these soldiers start pouring out, there's other creatures coming out with them. Creatures that look unnatural.
What are they?
Creatures that look like they're not quite from this plane. They radiate menace, darkness. They feel a lot like that. They give you the same feeling that voice gave you. As it shivers down your spine.
Yeah, a friendly ghost. What are the odds I make it to this hallway alive?
Well, I wouldn't try. Of course, I'm already dead, so I have nothing to lose.
Oh.
Raven looks at you, Rhaler. Rhaler, where are you going?
Outside. It's really stuffy in here.
Oh, are you going to tell your team to prepare for the siege? They might want to leave town or finish their mission.
Wait, what could we finish of our mission that you won't accomplish?
You just said you haven't destroyed Parliament yet. That would be a great distraction to allow us to lay siege to Tranca Port.
Why wouldn't you just take these forces to Parliament first to reap the spoils of war?
Well, there's this funny thing that happens when guards see dozens or even hundreds of armed individuals coming toward a town. They tend to close the gates.
Oh,
You were meant to sow mayhem and make it so that we could enter the city unopposed. Are you completing that mission?
yeah.
Oh, well, 3C said you weren't going to.
Greasy said that he'd never been in a three-way, so I wouldn't quite trust what he has to say.
She pulls out a hand crossbow and points it at you. I don't believe you. I
That's
think
unfortunate.
that when 3C left that eye behind and watched your conversation, he heard you all say that you were not going to complete this mission, that you were done and considering running away, going AWOL, committing treason. Is this not true?
Wait, what treason?
So Danzin, I'm hearing some yelling from the other room. I'm stuck between a ghost wall and a physical wall. Both want to kill me, I think.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna take my chance with the ghost wall because one of them's friendly at least. So maybe like there'll be one last stab. If I don't make it, just send everything to my family, I guess.
Can you turn into a bird and fly over them? Or is
No,
there
I
a little
used all
sound?
those. I used all those when I turned into a cat for some reason.
Oh, you used all of them. Oh man. Okay, where are you?
Eh,
They're
down
like,
below.
Incoming army, ghosts, could you please just let me rest for a little while?
Yeah, just
Just
8
shut up.
hours, please.
Like a little.
So
Yeah.
Could we not just
What
like,
what I'm gonna
could we not just sleep on it?
do, Danzin, gonna use my druidic powers.
Uh-huh.
I have those.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm gonna summon just a beautiful unicorn spirit next to me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna also cast a very highest level healing spirit that I have.
Uh-huh.
And this Fae, it's a Fae creature. Wait, I guess something nice for that. My summoner. Okay, that doesn't do anything. It has extra health. And I'm just gonna try to tank it out. Like I feel like I can out heal him. I can do it.
If you could wait until the last possible second to give me as much time as possible to get there and maybe help you out.
I don't think you're
How
close
far
to
away
us
is he? I
at
think he's
all.
like 4 hours, right?
No.
Like you're.
So this is just outside the eastern gate, just across the bridge there.
Across
Okay.
the city from me.
Yeah. You're not gonna get there. I mean,
Yeah.
Rhaler, how many people are you seeing in this room so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm assuming it's filled 26, 27,
There are
28,
more and more
29.
continuing to come through.
Yeah. Now
This
we
room
have
is getting
30.
very full very fast.
Well, it looks like her crossbow is busy, and I hold up my hand and go, "You stop it!" in a very I don't know,
Stop!
fatherly way.
Stop!
Stop it! Except it sounds like a baby child coming from me. How do I?
Give me an intimidation check.
Thank you. Healing spirit.
No, wait, that was a test.
She falters for a moment.
You
Stop
stay there.
doing that.
He's about to ruin everything. Stop. And then
Ruin
I
everything?
leave the room.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so we're not in combat, so we're great. So
Yeah.
I rush over here.
Rhaler,
Stony,
I gotta
what's
go.
up? What are you doing?
No, stay away from me.
Why?
You know why.
Rhaler,
What?
what's happening?
Oh, it's
Stony's sprinting
Something
for
on the
it.
ground.
He's like, okay, I got a healing spirit and I got a unicorn. I can do this.
Oh, let me give you control of that unicorn.
Rhaler, how
Too many people.
what is it called?
Stony.
What?
All right, Stony, you have control of that unicorn.
Okay, all this unicorn does is
It shouldn't be that big.
Heal spells also heal 7 HP. Oh, that doesn't even help me. Never mind. Can I turn that into a bear? That's a bear now. I get 12 temporary
Okay. We're
temporary
pretending
HP.
that the unicorn is a bear.
The unicorn is it's a very unicorn-looking bear. All right.
That's gonna be
Here I
So what's
come,
the
solid.
bear doing for
ghosties.
you?
It gives me 12 extra HP.
12 extra HP. All right. Let me
That's it.
go ahead and you're gonna try to run
Great.
through.
Railer
Fast as I
produces
can.
radiant soul, sprouts the fucking wings, and says, "You ready, bud?"
I am not affiliated with you anymore.
Can I pick you up?
You
No.
lift me up.
How about you go first?
Okay, so Railer starts to go to this door.
Since there is no surprise at all, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh well, so while we're at the door, is there anyone that's there that's like here to speak?
What do you
It's a
mean?
1.
What do you mean? Is there someone that's there to speak?
Well, like, are they just like mindless drones? Are they their little torpedo, or have
Oh,
they like?
they're the ones that were like talking and stuff earlier. They're very aware of what's going on, but they're just in this. They're pretty enraged right now.
Okay, but so they haven't gotten calmed down by Railer's lover or anything,
No.
or by Stony's lover.
I meant what you knew.
Not a lover,
Okay,
just a friend.
Not a lover, just a fighter.
fine.
I need to roll
Ah.
initiative for fate.
That hasn't worked.
Fate's initiative.
Do they have
Tashi's initiative.
very corporeal forms, or are they kind of like ghostly and they cause slashing damage?
It's hard to tell when they're swirling around as crazy as they are. Okay, that's Tashi, that's Fate. Fate comes out at 9. Tashi's at an 8. Danzin, can I get an initiative roll? Okay. All right. Well, this will be fun.
Back on you.
Okay. So I guess Railer. What are you doing?
So they can't all hit me at once.
I don't. That's not
I mean,
how
that's a
it
lot of
works.
attacks of opportunity, though.
Yeah. Railer summons all of the courage of fuck. All of the courage inside of him and attempts to do something very similar to what he did in the other room. He waggles his finger and says, in a Gandalf voice, you will stand down to all of the ghosts.
Do not mistake me for a conjurer of cheap tricks. Give me an intimidation roll.
Can't intimidate ghosts.
Okay,
They're dead.
so
What are you
we're
gonna do to them?
is use a bardic inspiration. And
You can't. They're
Do I have
dead.
any
What are you gonna do to
inspiration?
them?
I don't know if I have inspiration. I have one inspiration. Can I burn an inspiration instead of bardic?
I mean, yeah. I'll never tell you when to
Fabulous.
use or not use your inspiration.
We're gonna try that again. Great. Nat 20.
Oof.
It's
They-
a ghost. You can't intimidate a ghost.
Fuck you.
They pause for just a moment.
I'm
The
a
swirling
celestial form.
The swirling slows, but they don't look like they're stopping. They look like they might be listening a little bit, though.
Yeah. How do I want to word this? Your rest will never come to pass if we do not traverse these halls freely. This is a lot. This is not 6 seconds worth. He's a mouthy motherfucker. Just
Well, we're
slaughter
not
all
technically in combat yet.
Oh, great. Your rest will never come to fruition if you do not allow us to pass through these halls. The war gully behind us intends to elongate your toils. You will move aside any efforts that we will allow you to fulfill your duties in peace.
Your companion has desecrated the rest. None shall pass, neither you nor this war band you speak of. You shall join us in the rest.
It's really tempting.
Mm.
Stony.
What say you? Do you choose to rot in there, or come out and let us finish you quickly?
On one side, just thinking.
Do you
through.
have a bag of holding by any chance?
Do you? Can you get in the bag?
It was more to make a bomb of some sort.
Alaskan Care says test if they are bluffing. What can a ghost do after all?
A lot.
What the fuck would you test a ghost for? I already intimidated them, and they're like, "Yeah."
Oh, all right. Well, I know what Stoney's going to do.
Great.
Stoney is going to be like, well, best of luck. But it's not my turn, so I got to wait.
We're not in combat.
I did have you guys roll initiative, just so we can kind of, if combat starts, we know. We're not in initiative yet, technically. It's just, if something stupid happened, I wanted to be able to get right into business.
Because it was about to.
Yeah,
I
Stoney's
think
going
that's.
Still about to.
I think that ship has passed.
Stoney is going to.
Do you want to send the unicorn in? And see what they
No,
can
the
do?
unicorn
You
doesn't
can
do
bluff it?
anything. The bear doesn't
I'm
do
sorry,
anything.
the bear.
They won't attack the bear.
Can we?
Oof.
How big is this room?
You start to hear the clattering of armor from behind you.
All right. Stoney is going to hide in this corner and take off his bag, and he's going to climb into his bag.
Are you guys communicating any of this at all to the rest of the team?
Nope. You just see Stoney climb into a bag and disappear into a bag.
I don't see anything. I heard you through the
Rhaler's
That's
just
bracelet.
kind of
Rhaler
looking
sees.
around and watching it
Oh.
happen and going, "What if he does that to the ghosts?"
What if he does what? You can starve in there. Bothers us not.
Oh, they didn't see him get in the bag.
The ghost did. They saw him get in the bag. They don't care.
Well, then I'm gonna take the bag and walk through. Can I intimidate them again?
Do not take the bag. Leave the bag alone.
Take the bag.
If you try to take the bag, a hand reaches out and swats you.
I'm gonna mage hand the bag up.
You can't lift it. It's too heavy.
Actually, I don't think I have mage. I do. I have mage hand. I love myself so much.
I don't know how he gets out of the bag, Alaskan Care. We'll figure that. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I have 10 minutes of air in here.
He's got 10 minutes of air.
Will you hurt the bag if I?
It's not a
Move it?
bag of holding, so it's a haversack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Handy haversack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they cut it, it does real bad things.
Let's
Yes.
see. Each side pouch, blah, blah, blah. The central pouch can hold up to 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds. How much do you weigh, Stony?
More than 80.
Yeah, so you can try to shove your stony butt in there, but it ain't gonna happen.
What if you empty it and then put your?
Thank you, Alaska Care, for putting the kibosh on his shenanigans. It was okay. One of the other soldiers was gonna pick it up and carry it, so
Oh, man. 155.
yeah.
Okay, never mind. Stoney gets halfway in the bag and realizes, wait, I don't fit in here.
uh, Well,
Rhaler's trying to intimidate them again, he asked Danzin, do you have any ideas on how to get past army or hard place, also known as a ghost army?
and while you're asking that, Raven Mist steps out behind you and says, "You can't escape this. We will sack Tarangaport, and you will join us, or you will perish." And that's where
That's
we're
what
gonna
they
leave
said
it.
too, and I don't believe them.
And that's where we're gonna leave it for this week. We'll pick back up next week. Will Rhaler and Stony get out of this mess? Can they save Trangaport? Will they even try? What's Rhupus going to do? Find out next week on Vets Play D&D. Before we go, though, we would like to say a big thank you to Roll20 and D&D Beyond for the tabletop, for the virtual tabletop, the character sheets, the books, all that kind of stuff. To Sirenscape for the fun sound sets that we get to use. To YouTube and to Twitch for hosting our videos. To the VA and UW because they brought us together and helped keep us going. To you, our viewers, you keep us going, and you guys are great. Please come back. Please, please come back. And finally, big thanks to my players because, yeah, I love your shenanigans, and now you get to deal with mine. Wahahaha.
Thank you.
And with that, we'd like to wish you all a wonderful night and enjoy your long rest.